Wow.
Anyway,
in the past.
I want that.
Yeah. Don't mention that. Oh, that's you. We've got 7:30. We have a meeting. Let's call in order.
Through the building trustee. United States of America. To the republic, which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Ms. Brina. Mr. Natalie.
Here.
Mr. Harney. Mr. Thorne.
Here.
Mr. Minnick.
I'm here.
We have we got 3 trustees and village president in the building. We have a quorum, we have a meeting. The other trustees that are absent are not with us this evening via Zoom. Therefore, the roll call of votes will not be necessary unless required by state statutes or our village ordinances. So Mr. Mills, his voice. Okay. The gubernatorial proclamation by the governor was extended again for another 25 days. So this meeting and the next meeting can be held remote, although without anybody attending remotely. As I said, we will not be following those voting regulations. We will be doing votes when necessary or when appropriate. Okay. Minutes. We have a motion to approve the minutes of February 21st, 2023.
So moved Diatley. Second, Nemec.
Moved by Diatley, seconded by Nemec. Any comments, questions, or additions? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the motion so carries. President's report, in the desire of brevity this evening, I will skip any report and move on to the clerk's report.
I will also skip in the interest of brevity.
Okay, then we'll move to planning and zoning. Mr. Brano is not with us and Ms. Littner is not with us. There is no report from P and Z. We'll move to the attorney's report.
Well, no report. Some old business under number 13 later on.
All right, thank you, Mr. Schuster. We'll move to the engineer's report. Mr. Steele.
Good evening. I won't be on video. You don't want to see me coughing a lot, but the only thing in my report is the approval of the Nicor gas permit request for 923 Willow Lane. This is just they're replacing the services from the meter readers from the inside of the house to the outside of the house.
You recommend approval of this, Jeff?
Yes.
Okay, along with your standard caveat there in the end of the letter.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we have a motion to so approve the permit from Nicor.
So moved.
Second. Moved by Thorne, seconded by Diatley to approve the permit from Nicor for 923 Willow Lane. Any further comments, questions, or discussion? There being none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it, the motion so carries. Thank you all. Jeff, anything else?
That is it.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Moving on to the Director of Finance report.
Request a motion for the payables in the amount of $94,210.57.
So moved, Nemec. Second, Thorne.
Moved by Nemec, seconded by Thorne to approve the warrants on March 6, 2023 in the amount of $94,210.57. Are there any additions, deletions, comments, or questions? There being none, roll call please.
Mr. Diatley.
Aye.
Mr. Thorne.
Aye.
Mr. Nimitz.
Aye.
Aye, and I vote so. There's 4 positive votes, no negative votes, and motion so carries. Thank you all.
Just want to let you guys know that the money is in hand for the playground equipment that was sold. So that's $8,000 in the bank. Thanks. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you, Eugene. The next item on business is the comments from public. And comments from public, Mr. English and Mr. Mang. Gentlemen, I'll take the one.
No, you go ahead. All right. First thing I'd like to let everybody know is the 65th anniversary dinner at Blue Root. We have the website up and running. You can either drop off payments here at the Village Hall, or you can mail it to us, and the address is on the website. It's the dinner and entertainment by Vito Zatto and his Vegas style singing and entertainment show. So all the proceeds that we get from this, we're putting towards the Village Park and our park improvement areas. So it's good cause. It's for this place that we all love. We also, was it 13 years ago, 15 years ago? We, for the 50th anniversary, we had signs up at some of the village entrances like this, just making them aware of what's going on. We were hoping that we could make new banners
She's in my way.
and put, sorry, I know this is, and put those up too, if there's no objections.
We did it last time. I know the concern was last time the signs. We just put a 1x2. Actually, Steve did it with me that year. Because he made the signs. We put like a 1x2 on with 2 screws on each end, and then mounted this to the 1x. And then after it was done, we took them down and I resealed the holes so nothing will happen to the signs when we're done with them. When these are off.
Anybody see any issue with the same procedure being held for their 50th anniversary in the village of 65th?
No issue at all. How many did you put on? You know?
I think there was like 7 or 8 of them.
Or 7.
Seven.
Yeah.
Like Joy, Club.
Yeah, and they'll vary in size according to the sign itself.
And they're gonna go up.
So as we can get them printed and your permission, your
And
guys.
how long are you gonna leave them up?
We didn't really think about that one. What do you think?
I would think a couple weeks before, like, if we can, before Easter, a couple weeks before 4th of July. Like that, so.
Maybe take them down on Halloween?
Take it.
Come back up?
Yeah,
Oh, take them up and down?
yeah.
Well, we left them up the last time.
Oh,
We left them up most of the year, yeah. Then we took them down somewhere in Halloween time.
What's the board say, 1st of April through October?
Yeah, as long as they stay repaired, I assume you guys would.
Yeah, I will personally make sure the signs are not damaged, and if there's any holes, I'll take care of it.
That's totally fine.
I'm getting a bunch of nodding heads up and down here. Like a bunch of bobbleheads. So consensus is that it's all right with the board. We want to make that a formal motion for approval of the board. That we approve the service club installation of temporary signs along the village signs from 1st of April through the month of October.
We do that without an action item on the agenda, or can we just make a consensus saying it's okay?
It's a consensus, you're right, it's not an action item. Thank you. If we got a consensus and it's okay,
Yes.
we got a bottom head, so we're all right. Thank you all.
Okay,
I
thank you.
just wanted to also thank the village again for their assistance with the bricks that we have ordered, and I should have that for you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Sure thing, thank you. Okay, for public comments, trustee reports, roads and parks. Mr. Harden was not with us this evening, although he did have a comment earlier today that we might have an issue with removal of the leftover concrete.
Yeah, so the concrete that's left over from the playground currently, I mean, the playground's pretty much underwater. And I can't get the backhoe in there. It'll make a bigger mess, so I have a quote to get a track, a mini excavator with tracks on it to just pick up the concrete so the new playground can get in. And then straighten the grass out once the new playground's in. It's about $2,000, but I'll put that on another agenda for future business. That's what we're looking at.
I just had to keep my word to Mr. Harden. He said he'd watch the meeting later.
Yeah,
So now at least he knows that, we'll follow up on it.
that price is also to haul the concrete out and bump it, so we don't be here, it'll be all offsite.
All right, fair enough. Thank you, Kyle. Next item is finance, and we don't have any announcement with finance this evening, so no report. Water and sewer, Mr. Nemec.
No report.
Thank you, Joe. Police and public safety, Mr. Diatley.
I won't be as fast as everybody else, but just to say, I did have several calls about the drag racing on Randall Road that occurred in Elgin over the weekend. Several people heard it, several people are aware of it, we are aware of it. I'm sure Sergeant Wilson's aware of it as well. So Chief, I will talk to Chief and Sergeant Wilson will, I'm sure the chief will be in touch with Elgin just to keep up to date on it. But we are aware of it and it goes on, and like I said, you hear it all night, Saturday night, that was going on out there. So just wanted to let people know that that is being, looked at and keeping tabs on what's going on there. That's it.
All right, thank you, Steve. Building and environment, Mr. Thorne.
No report, Mr. President.
Mark, okay, building and zoning, Marina was not with us this evening, therefore I'm assuming no report. And we move on to old business, We've got, Mr. Schuster, you have, commented you on this one. Removal of-
There was previously discussion about operation of snowmobiles in the village. The current ordinance allows some limited operation of those, and it's been suggested that that should be ended. And therefore, you have it before you and draft ordinance that would make it unlawful to operate a snowmobile anywhere in the village. It does say except in compliance with the provisions of the Safety Act. And basically, that act allows for perpendicular highway crossings. For example, so on the edge of town, Illinois 72 maybe, or Koski Road, somebody may be legally operating on one side and cross over technically some part of the roadway that would be in the village. That's really not the target of this. This is meant to keep snowmobiles off the village streets and out of Sabatino Park. So it's just a general prohibition would apply instead of some exceptions that are currently allowed.
Any further comments?
Is there a lot of traffic like that?
I can't answer that, Sergeant. I don't know if the chief has talked to you about this. He had some opinions about that, but he's not coming back till tomorrow morning.
No, he has not talked to me about it, but I don't see a lot of activity out there.
Of course, this year.
Well, even the last few years, we haven't seen the activity we did in the 80s,
Yeah.
early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the past concern was just a safety issue, how fast the machines can go these days.
And they park.
And we don't want to tear the park up, so I think it's more of a safety issue and not wanting to damage any of the park the way it sits now.
They're way more powerful than they were like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So you can go incredibly fast on a snowmobile.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the removal of the snowmobile. ordinance.
What's the ordinance number?
This will be 2023-2.
So moved, Nemec. Second, Thorne.
Moved by Nemec, seconded by Thorne to review and remove the snowmobile ordinance from the village code book. Any further
Well,
comment?
actually, it's amending the regulations. for
Regulations,
snowmobiles.
okay.
I'm a little cautious about
Okay.
removing. We're
All right, all
we're
right.
amending it. There's still going to be a snowmobile ordinance. It's going to make it unlawful to operate a snowmobile in the village, Mr. President, if you don't mind.
Mr. Clerk, confer with the village attorney on drafting the motion for that.
Well, just use the title of the
Yeah.
ordinance. I think it's an ordinance amending the regulations governing snowmobiles in the village, number 2023-2.
I'm aware of it. Okay, good. Any further comments, questions, or discussion? There being none, roll call. It's an ordinance.
I know. Mr. Allen.
Aye.
Mr. Thorne.
Aye.
Mr. Nimitz.
Aye.
Mr. President.
Yeah. 4 affirmative votes, no negative votes, the motion so carries. Thank you all. Any other old business come before the board? New business. In 15 minutes. We're on coast mode. One thing before we do take another motion this evening, Friday will be the last day Wendy O'Neill will be in the office with us. She turned in her notice some 2 weeks ago. So Friday, this was to be her last day. I'm going to be pizza and
I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm not a party guy, so I don't. I was gonna pick up a cake for her though.
okay, so we may have, cake and coffee or something. For the, oh, and cake. I think it's cake. Oh.
Seriously.
Those don't go that well with coffee, actually, so that's not a cake.
Okay, so anyway, just wanted to let you know, she will be helping us out remotely for a while.
Yeah.
While she will not be here physically, she will, her presence will still be available. Okay, any other new business come before the board? 16 minutes.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
Move and second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion so carried. Thank you all.
Great.
New record.
Phil Manelli.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Forward.
Windows.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, in this room around the building. I just did mine, it's like, I don't know. Let me-